Yo, did you guys ever hear that interview with Timothy Bradley with Coach Malachi where he was talking about he was beating all these sparring partners up and sending them home, and then he's like, "Hey man, I need someone to spar with that's gonna last." And they called in a guy he never heard of named Mr. Terence Crawford. Came in with plaited hair, and he said this dude was walking right through him. He was like, "Who is?" He was asking him after, like, "Who are you, man? Like, where'd you come from? You're not just a sparring partner. You're a future champion." And Terrence was like, "Really?" But for him to say that, Timothy Bradley, he's got a pretty big ego. For him to say Terence Crawford was walking right through him, that's what I keep saying. This dude is special. And he said something too that I thought was hilarious. He said Terence Crawford didn't even have a trainer. Didn't even have a trainer, and he's in there doing things to Timothy Bradley, like countering and moving and all that. And Timothy Bradley's got a trainer, and he's like, "Man, who is this guy? Like, this dude is gonna cause problems." So I just thought that was interesting. Shout out to Coach Malachi. He did a great interview with Terence Crawford recently. But man, I am looking forward to Terence Crawford and Canelo. Not saying Canelo's not special. Don't get me wrong. All you Canelo fans out there, don't look at it like I'm hating on you, dude. I'm just saying, when have you ever heard a story like that? A world champion boxer brings in a guy, and this guy just goes through him with no trainer. This dude is special. I rewatched the Terence Crawford Madrimov fight last night. Well, I just seen highlights before, so I shouldn't say I rewatched it. I saw the whole thing, and that was a tricky fight. Because Madrimov kept doing that Usyk herky-jerky thing, bouncing up and down, and it was throwing Terence off. But when Terence connected, man, you could hear the shots. Even what's his name, Sergio Mora was talking about the sound of Terence Crawford's punches. Now, Sean Porter had Terence Crawford walking away with it easily, but the rest of the announcers had Madrimov winning. I know Tony of Tony's Review says he thought it should be a draw at best. I wouldn't have been mad at a draw, but I thought Terence did squeak it out. Like maybe 7 rounds I would give to Terence. I thought his punches were a lot cleaner and crisper. Every now and then you would see Madrimov land a wild right where he would lunge or some sneaky punch. But I thought Terence definitely landed the more solid, crisp punches. And how many dudes are you going to fight that are moving like that? Canelo don't move like Madrimov at all. Canelo just walks around pretty much with the high guard and trying to knock your head off. So I think that's an easy style for Terence Crawford to pick apart. Not saying necessarily the fight will be easy, but I'm saying that style, if he doesn't come with something a little different, I think it'll be a Terence Crawford victory. And I say he'll be the first one to stop Canelo Alvarez. Remember, you heard it here first, so don't go into hiding in the witness protection program when Terence Crawford gives Canelo the first TKO or KO of his career. That's all I got to say about that. More coverage coming soon. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. If you want to join and become a member, hit the join button below. The Cash App, $JRoos33. The backup platform in WJ. The Instagram, the J Roos Theory. LSR forever. And be fearless. Yay.